Hey everybody, DJ Rob the Metal Guy here with another album review for the year of 2013. The band I will be reviewing today, Egypt, from North Dakota. And I have some history with this band, you could say. Aaron Esterby, the bassist and singer, he called in before during the Hard Rock and Heavy Metal Zone. That interview is on my channel. I think I can paste a link below for anyone that's interested in checking that out. So I've known this band for a little bit, listened to them. Their first EP came around 2005. It was about a year ago I found it on YouTube. Valley of the Kings was the song. Blown away by the musicianship, the sound of the classic doom 70s style hard rock. And they've been around since 2003, working hard. And they kind of went away, I guess, in 2005. But it wasn't until about a couple years ago, maybe, I think, that they had a new guitarist come in. And jokingly, these guys are fans of Deep Purple. They call themselves, now they're the Mark II. So you had the Mark I lineup was the 2003 to 2005, and now the Mark II lineup of Egypt has decided to get together and make some good music, and here we go with an album released in 2013 called Become the Sun. Really strong album, I have to say. Egypt, they're a band, I've seen them play live, they groove. It all fits together, and this album, I'm telling you, Become the Sun, is complete. It is full of great music from top to bottom. The tracks have this doom meets 70s hard rock guitar riff driving music. I hear a lot of people when it comes to doom metal, they say it sounds redundant, everybody's done it before, this is unoriginal. And I can say there's some parts where I can hear that in Egypt's music where it's taking from other bands, but Egypt transcends and takes their influences and kind of morphs it into their own style. And I like that about the taking hard blues rock. I mean, there's a couple of songs on this album, Become the Sun, where I feel Egypt is taking the ZZ Top in a way, that very bluesy hard rock sound, and then incorporating it with like a Sabbath-like doom. And I think that is what makes the sound stand out. The first song, Matterhorn, as much as this is a doom metal album, I just felt it was a good rockin' hard riff album. It's hard to even pin down a genre on it. And Matterhorn, as an opening song for the album, really gave me this feeling like, wow, Egypt put some consideration into making their music. And they're only a three-piece too, I have to bring up. These are three guys pretty much all working around, making strong, written, full songs that are never dull, too. They always capture the listener's imagination. When I'm listening to this album, I was constantly into the music. There's something about it. And there's also what I like about this album, short songs that are straight and forward to the point. Riff, guitar, bass, drum, heavy. There you go. It's like 3-4 minutes. And then you have the long, drawn-out songs. Now, one of those songs called Orb of the Wizard King, I played when Aaron called in on the show. I played on my radio show for a while, and people really liked it because it had this kind of sweepish, long feel to it. The music, it kept going in a way. The riff flowed, and there's something that people, even though it was long and you could say redundant, no, it was still something that you were transcended through this journey. And I love the music too in Orb of the Wizard King because the riff changes, but at the same time it follows a long time signature. It's still going. And on top of Aaron's vocals too on that, it's very heavy, very gritty. But then there's times where Aaron can sound very kind of 70s melodic with his voice in a way. Certain singers that I hear in Aaron's, that might have influenced Aaron. Ian Gillan from Deep Purple, ZZ Top, that very gruff but still has an ability to sound really good. And I like Orb of the Wizard King because it's a heavy, sludgy-ish style song, but still with that crisp, driving, rockin' just attitude to it. So that was one of the songs that I really liked on the album. Stalker, of course, I brought up. It's that ZZ Top groovin', just blues mixed with doom metal. And then you also have the last song that I think I'm going to bring up, and I talked about Egypt before in a past video, if you guys haven't checked out Keep Metal Out Dubstep, where I referenced Egypt as a band that focused on musicianship. They don't just, go to a computer and take a bunch of noises. They're creative. These guys really do play their instruments, masters of their craft, and make these songs that expel a certain type of feel to it because they're playing their instruments. And the last song on this album, Elk River Fire, just holy crap. It's an 11-minute song, and Egypt starts off the album with Matterhorn, a really good song. The album's going great. There's tons of awesome tracks in between. Snake Charmer I played on my radio show, and the fans were saying, wow, is this a classic, song from the 60s, 70s, hard rock? I go, no, Egypt, doom metal band, new from Fargo, North Dakota. And people were blown away because it's so good and driving. And then that last song, 11 minutes of music, it's an instrumental, no vocals. And for some reason, I just cannot figure out how these guys did it. It is one of these drawn, long, doomy, but at the same time, just riff-filled. The drums, the rhythms, it drags on in a way for a while, but at the same time, you like that. That's creative to me. That's innovative. I don't hear a lot of bands doing that. They kind of make these songs that are straight and forward to the point. Okay, here we go. Here's our riff. Here's the song. You're done. But Egypt, with this instrumental, the riff is so good. It's recycled a bit through, but you really catch on and you're just grooving to it. I loved it so much. I think I listened to the song about 5 times in a row because I constantly, which is like an hour. I mean, I was listening to the song for an hour while doing homework here, because it has this just awesome sound and style that not many bands are doing. And usually bands, when it comes to instrumentals, they don't put it on the last song. Or if they do, they'll do like an outro that's really short. No, this is a long outro, and there's something about it that really sends the listener off into the sun. I know that's kind of a corny connection because the album is called Become the Sun, but no, really, you feel that it's like that's how you want the album to finish. The music is so good, the instrumental, they're playing just unbelievable guitar parts and drum parts, and I love the bass tone. Aaron's bass tone on this album is really good. It has that crunchy reverb, classic sound. Everything is synced and just finishes strong. Become the Sun. I said in my last video review that Helloween Straight Outta Hell is one of the best album to come out 2013 as of now. But there's another album that there's no denying is one of the best albums right now in 2013 that's come out, because I'm not going to wait. I'll wait, of course, till the end to make my final decisions. But Egypt, Become the Sun, I'm saying right now, because it's not just a regular old doom metal album. There's something about this album that just stands out. It doesn't follow the usual run-of-the-mill doom. They incorporate so many different styles. These guys are fans of different bands. They even cover a Deep Purple song on this album, Black Knight, which is a very obscure Deep Purple song. It's only a single Deep Purple release back then. So Egypt covering a Deep Purple song, and Aaron really doing a good job with those vocals. Just they're taking music, and yes, again, a lot of people and I have had this discussion that, oh, originality is dying. Well, sometimes it doesn't matter if you are taking from your influences, as long as you're still putting your own stamp, your own style. And if you listen to Black Knight, the Deep Purple version, and then Egypt's version, you can hear the differences. And I love Egypt's sound with it, the more doomy, high reverb, intense, low tune sound. And that's what I think stands out. You have to give credit to Egypt. These guys are influenced, but they're making their own music. They're being creative. They're innovating what they like. And that's the most important thing. You're not just again, originality, music's been done. I've heard someone say this, I think it was Buzz Osborne from the Melvins once said in an interview, it's been done before pretty much, but as long as you come up with stuff that stands out in your own way, that's good music. And I want to bring up that a lot of people are ragging on like stoner doom metal, and I don't even call it stoner doom, I just call it doom metal. That's my approach. It's good music. And they say that, well, I don't like hearing a song that's 11 minutes. And usually these kids are the metalcore, you know, listen to their really just that type of music because it's straightforward. And I don't like that. I like a band to explore, expand on their music. And Egypt does this. You know, they make sure there are songs that do it, and they do come up with the shorter, classic sounding, straightforward, bluesy rock songs with a doom edge to it, but they still experiment in the way they will put an 8-minute song on in the album and then an 11-minute instrumental. That to me is thinking. That's creativity. So Egypt, if I was to give this album a rating, and I'm biased of course, you know, I've interviewed Aaron before, their first EP, if you haven't checked out, Valley of the Kings, Dirty Witch, man, there's so many good songs. If you check that first EP out, it's really good. Good music. And like them on Facebook, hopefully Egypt gets around to do a US tour and people really, see these guys. They just started out as a small group, a 3-piece, passed around their EP, and it's kind of grown to this cult following. And I'm hoping people really catch on because this is good music. So I've kind of gone off topic again. Rating wise, 9 out of 10 everybody. I gotta give this a 9 out of 10. Like I said, Helloween, Egypt, the Helloween album, those are my two favorite right now, but Egypt's in its own style is a little more, I like it a little more than Helloween's because these guys are working hard, they're doing their best. I can't wait till the album comes out on vinyl. I believe it's on CD if you go to Tone Count Records. Also, if you check out Egypt's Facebook page, they have a website where you can buy stuff from them directly. The vinyl I cannot wait for because I'm going to blast the crap out of it because the girls above me play this annoying techno crap. It is really just so bad. Oh God, it's like the club music or whatever. It's just so goddamn awful. I will be blasting Snake Charmer when I get the vinyl because it's just one of those things. This album really took me by surprise. I knew Egypt was going to do a good job. I talked with Aaron on the show and I played War of the Wizard King and I was thinking, yeah, Egypt's new album comes out 2013 and I think it'll be good. No, I was kicked my ass. It was that just power from a band. And if you like doom metal, you like the bluesy hard rock, it's definitely worth checking out. So DJ Rob the Metal Guy here, reviewing Egypt's Become the Sun. Right now, there's the Helloween that I like, but one of my favorite albums right now in 2013. There's still more reviews to come. Buy Become the Sun. I recommend it highly, please, and help out Egypt too. If they ever come to your town or you go up to Fargo and they're playing, go see them. I bet it'll be an awesome show. Definitely worth it. And I'll be making more videos. Rock Metal Zone, Ubraj and I keep the website running. We got new articles constantly. And this video will probably be in the reviews page, or the video reviews section that we have now. We have the interviews that has where I interview my guests, and then the stuff that I do here on YouTube. Thanks again. Subscribe. You guys rock. Keep it heavy. Keep it metal. Doom on. Egypt rules. You know the rest, everybody. Till next time, DJ Rob Metal Guy.